It's me, the one and only, the marvelous one. You are now watching and listening to the LLFM Podcast, the most honest and real show out. But before I get into all that, if you guys can do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so whenever I go live, you guys can get some of the best content for we can keep us up on the relationships, the mental health, everything I put out. You guys will be the first ones to get into it if you're part of the Mars Squad. Mental health. I've been doing a lot of podcasts on the mental health. So like I said, I always start off my podcast with this, if you know anyone that's struggling, there's a number right there. But for the people that's on the podcast, it's 1-800-273-8255. It's a National Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you don't want to call no one, you can text. Here's a text number right there. If you guys can see it, I'm putting it up in the video for the people that's watching on YouTube. Mental health in the black community is so real. I'm living proof of it. I'm a black man who has experienced mental health, who's going through it right now. Okay, I get help, but like I tell everyone, I still deal with the mental health things and stuff like that. And it's I got a couple of buddies who I know is struggling and going through the same thing, but so prideful that they don't want to talk about it. See, me, I'm the person that, let me bring my mic down. See, I'm the person, I was that guy where you couldn't get me to open up. I wouldn't tell no one what I was going through. I'm good. But when you crying yourself to sleep at night and you're depressed and you want to harm yourself and you want to do all these things to yourself because you can't open up and you just can't be honest with yourself, that's when it's a problem. Like I always say, 5 to 10% of black men have depression. That's a lot. And that's why I always tell people you have to practice self-care on yourself. Like I practice self-care on myself because I'm not always in the best mood. I'm not always upbeat, happy-go-lucky, full of joy. No, some damn days I'm extremely depressed. And that's life. Like I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm just some perfect guy because I want to be the voice for the black community, especially for the black man speaking on mental health. No, I still experience mental health illness and I still experience anxiety. I still experience depression. I still feel lost at times. Like I said, I still call 1-800-273-8255 if I'm feeling lost and I feel like I'm losing my way. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit up and act like I'm perfect. Yes, you can be black and depressed. That's what a lot of men have to understand, that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be full with all this rage. It's okay to be upset. There's nothing wrong with you for expressing yourself and letting the world know, like, hey, I'm having a real bad day. I woke up on the wrong side of bed. Who can stop you from feeling that way? Like that's what I want to understand is who can stop you from feeling that way? Like I want to know. Like I want to get close to the camera and I want to know, like, who can tell me that I can't be sad? Sometimes you have to be selfish and do what makes you happy. If that means you having your alone time and you go and take yourself to a movie, you take yourself out to eat, you take yourself to the mall to buy you something, it's okay to be selfish to yourself. Anything to get you to put a smile on your face and get you out of that negative mind frame you're doing, it's good to do that. It's good. And like I always tell people, you got to trust the process. Like, it's not just going to get stopped right now. It's not going to be something you could just, oh, it's over with today. Today I'm not depressed. Oh, today I'm not. No. It takes time. That's why I tell people I'm not perfect. I still struggle with it. Like, you guys should check out it's on iTunes, it's on Soundcloud, LLFM Podcast. Check it out. I just did one, 11:30. I did it on 11:30. Me talking about why I wasn't putting out the podcast and the stuff and the YouTube videos is because I had some stuff going on in my life that I experienced mental health issues, and I was depressed. I was sad. I was in a funk. But I can't talk about, oh, get help and self-care tips and trust the process, and if I'm hiding, like I took those days off. I was calling my downtime to get myself back right. I'm always going to be honest on this camera, on this podcast, no matter what. There's nothing fake that's going to come out my mouth. I'm going to tell the world when I'm feeling down. I'm not going to sit up here and act, oh yeah, man, life's great. I'm on top of the world. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. That's something that the Marvelous One ain't going to do, is I'm not going to lie to no one. It's so many people that just lie. That's just for the clout and for that. I really, at the end of the day, I don't care who watch my videos, who support my podcast. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to save lives. That's what I'm here. That's what my voice is. My voice is here to save people and to help people. I'm not here for the clout. Like that's nothing to me. It's when I'm seeing these African American women and men and teenagers and teenage girls take their lives, or they lose themselves because they're afraid to let people know that they have mental health issues. And like I said, once again, let me reiterate this. It's not that I'm not saying Latinos, Asians, Pacific Islanders, Caucasian people. It's not like I'm not taking, because I'm for mental health for every nationality, every race. But at the end of the day, it's the black community where the stigma is over our head. That's why I'm here, to break that stigma. Like I posted something on my Instagram where I wrote something out on my whiteboard, and it just was saying, come on, black people, let's break this damn stigma. Let's end it. Black men, black women, black teenagers, black kids. If you feel depressed, you feel anxiety, you feel stress, you feel suicidal, you feel any type of way, let someone know. Don't be prideful. Don't think that it's something wrong with you, that you're not a good person because you're telling the world what's going on. Like I said, man, I done been called sensitive, soft, a big crybaby. I done been called it all. And at the end of the day, I'm here. So whatever anybody got to say or however they feel, it's kind of relevant to me. It really is relevant to me, because I'm not gonna lose myself or lose my life because I'm scared to let the world know what's wrong with me, because I'm gonna get judged. I'm gonna get called up. If you feel like I'm being sensitive and I'm being emotional because I'm expressing that I'm not normal, that I'm having some issues going on, then you are an evil person, and you need to get help because you have some serious issues. Like my mask off, no one can judge me. Like I really don't care how anyone feels. Like I know I'm worth knowing and loving. So if you want to know me, you got to love me to know that I'm not normal at times. That it is times that I'm gonna have bad days. It's gonna be times that I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Like, hey, shit, I'm depressed. But as a person who's getting help and know that the help works, because 2 years ago we was at a lost road. Like I couldn't have been able to do this. I couldn't have been able to talk about this or even put my face to even associate myself with me being okay with letting the world know that I have mental health issues. No, I wouldn't. That's why I'm here, for us and the black community, to break the damn stigma. I was said before on a podcast that I think my mental health started when I was a little kid. Someone said, you can't have mental health and be in preschool. Yes, you can. What's they call that? PTSD. I lost my mom when I was 3. That carried on forever. I'm in my 30s. It's still there. So those are myths. You can have mental health as a little kid. You know, like, like people always used to say to me, "Oh, it's just a phase." No, it's not. Me being depressed and stressed is not a phase because it's still there. So how is it a phase if it's still occurring in my life? That's, oh, I remember being young and trying to tell my grandma that, and she was like, "No, there's nothing wrong with you. There's just a phase." No, grandma, there is something wrong with me because when it's time for finals and it's time for me to take these exams, I'm stressed out and I go right to the alcohol. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm abusing alcohol to numb me because I'm stressed, and I can't just tell someone that, "Oh, I don't lost my way." Having tests, it gives me anxiety. You know, so and it's and like some people be like, you don't have to always talk about mental health because they can diagnose you with anything. Listen, I have severe mental health issues. I don't take any medicine for nothing. Let me make that clear. I don't take no medicine for nothing. So I know what my issues is. I was in that dark place 2 years ago, and never once have anyone gave me any medicine. I practice self-care. I see my therapist. I do things to take my mind off of being mentally depressed. Like I said, when I was stressed out last week, I did everything under the sun to keep my mind off of it. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm doing the show. And that's why I'm doing the podcast. It's because I know how to help myself if I'm not getting the help. And that don't come easy. It takes a lot of time. Like I said, I'm 2 years in the change. 2 years in it. I still got more years. I'm never going to probably master it. But like I said, I don't take no medicine for my mental health issues. So when people say that little slick stuff like, "Oh, everyone's so quick to throw around mental health, don't get mixed diagnosed." Man, listen here. The marvelous one don't take no medicine for nothing. My people who listen to my podcast and now the people that's seeing me on, y'all are my family. I'm not going to lie to my family. Don't need to take no medicine. When I have the tips and the things to do, I don't need no medicine. I don't even like taking medicine. I was sick for years and I barely took the medicine. You know, so it's like I said, a lot of people be having their little spin on like mental health and stuff like that. And I just sit back and I just be like, man, y'all don't even know. Y'all just talking just for some clout, just to go back and forth with someone that's positive. I want to be the devil's advocate. I want to debate that. I want to troll that. Trolling your own goddamn self. You know, but don't, because that's why people in hiding now is because of those type of people. Don't go hiding. Don't go voiceless. Be vocal. Let the world know, hey, I'm experiencing some fucked up stuff. Excuse my French. I'm probably edit that out of the video, but not in the podcast because we get litty in the podcast. People need to know that it is real and don't go hiding. I have a saying. I think a lot of people, if you listen to the podcast by now, you know it. I got this. You got this. We got this. We will tackle the mental health in that black community. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never gonna shut up. I tell people, because a lot of people used to me doing a relation. I'm not shying away from that. That's still there. But this is bigger than that. Like, I want to save lives. I don't care. I know I'm not going to save everybody. I know sometimes my messages go over a lot of people's head. And I'm okay with that. But there's somebody out there that's probably watching this video or is listening to this podcast that I promise you I'm going to save their life. That's all I care about. I could care less on how anybody, they don't like me, they don't like what I'm doing. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for you. That's what y'all got to get in your head. I'm not doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for everybody. I'm trying to help everybody. There's always someone that'll pick up and watch a YouTube video or listen to a podcast that can change their lives. I'm living proof. I watch YouTube 80% of the time when I have time. I'm always watching something. There's so many videos that just changed my whole outlook on life. I watch on YouTube. I'm kind of weird like that because I do my own podcast. It's still podcasts I listen to, but I listen to my own podcast, and that's just something that I just got to doing. I would do podcasts and do work and never look at it or never listen to it. Like I would edit videos, doing like that. Now I break it down. I'm in my car. I press play. I listen to the podcast. I even be saying what I'm saying because I know it's coming, because I know I said it. So it's like, it's one of them things where I'm just here to help people. I'm here to change lives. I'm here to let people know that, hey, you don't have to go through this alone. It's just it. And like I said, this is the LLFM Podcast YouTube show. If you guys can do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, for you guys can know when I go live, the descriptions, and when the shows will be going down. It'll sometimes be Tuesday to Thursday. I haven't decided yet, but everything will be in the description below. And like I said, I feel marvelous, by the way.